Peace and blessings, kings and queens, and welcome back to my channel. I first want to thank you for clicking on that video because you didn't have to, but I am so glad that you did. If you're wondering why the screen is black, that's kind of on purpose. I look a hot mess, and I normally don't care how I come to you guys. You know, I come to you raw and real, but today, child, I look like Who Shot Johnny. So you guys getting the black screen. But what I wanted to talk about this morning, and this is going to be a really quick video, just to let you guys know what I do to get me through the day. Sometimes negative thoughts pop into your head, and you know, we're human, and there's nothing that we can do about that, but how we deal with those thoughts and those situations is what makes the difference. So for as long as I can remember, I put little post-its around my work area as ways of excuse me, and I'm a little bit under the weather, as a way of just to remind me of all the things to be thankful for, and things just to get those negative thoughts out of my head. So I'm just going to share a few of them with you. When I actually worked in an office, like, my whole desk was covered, because even though I am a positive person, or I try to be a positive person, you can't control who you work with. You understand? And I used to work with, they're sweet people, but I used to work with a few people who just constantly always had something negative to say. You ask them how their day was going, and they're just like, oh, it could be better. I mean, they just always had something negative to say, and that's their journey. And I'm not going to try to diminish what they're going through, because some people, it's just easier to be negative instead of thinking positive, you know. And I try not to be one of those people to annoy the masses with my positivity. I just, you know, like I said, I do my best. So I'm just going to share with you guys a few of the posters that I have around my desk, and I hope that it gives you some comfort, or maybe an idea of what you can do if you just need a little reminder throughout your day that you are blessed, and whatever you're going through, this too shall pass. So this one here, I am healed. And this was, you know, really going through when I was having that breast cancer scare and a few other things. I tried to remind myself that I am healed, and you know, everything is going to be okay. So I constantly reminded myself of that. I am healed. Anytime I thought about my breast, you know, my mind was trained to go to this post-it as a reminder that I am healed. And then this one here is Peace and Blessings Manifesting. And this is from a Erykah Badu song. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it, On and On. And it's true, you know, being at peace, being thankful for your blessings, all ties into manifesting what you want. And that's what I took away from that. You know, be at peace, be thankful, and know that you are blessed in every situation that you have, and try to manifest the good. And I'm sorry if it's getting a little dark here. It's kind of a cloudy day here in Florida. Trying to get this a little bit more clear here, and I do apologize if it's not that clear. Okay. And this one here is keep manifesting the good. I am a strong believer in just manifesting positive and enlightened things in my life. You know, we all grew up in a way that we are conditioned to think about negative things. And like with the law of attraction, whatever you think about the most is what you're going to manifest. Even if you're thinking about, you know, how many bills you have, or how you're going to pay your rent, or are you going to get evicted, and all these other things. Whatever you focus on is what you're going to manifest. So focus on something good. So keep manifesting the good. Thank you. This is a constant reminder of myself to be thankful for everything that I have. I look at this little post-it and I'm like, thank you. And it jogs my memory to be like, yes, thank you. Thank you for my home. Thank you for my job. Thank you for the air that I'm breathing and the food that I can eat. And I am constantly, in a state of, gratitude and being thankful for everything that I have. So that's what this little post-it is, just to remind me to be thankful. This one here, I have money in abundance, and that is something that I want. I am ruled by my root chakra, and that deals with security and being comfortable. And I know people say money is the root of all evil, but money also makes things comfortable. It's what you do with that money that makes the situation evil. And I am not a rich woman at all, but I do have everything that I need. And it's nothing wrong with wanting a little bit more. So this is something that I strive for, to have money in abundance. I have money in abundance, and I work towards that every day to be able to be financially secure, have my bills paid, my debt paid, and be comfortable in my everyday life. Be humble. I can't stress this enough. And this a quote that I often use is, be humble or life will do it for you. And I always have to check myself sometimes, because in the past I had such a judgmental heart, and that is something that I continue to work on to this day. And I'm not gonna lie, some because of certain places that I've worked and certain opportunities that I had, I kind of looked down on people that I grew up with or came in contact with and things like that. And I had to get taught a really hard lesson, which is almost kind of what pushed me on this journey of self-reflection and just, trying to be as humble as I can. Everybody walks their own path and walk their own journey. And who am I to judge, criticize, or look down on anyone? I am no one. And I had to humble myself like really, really big, because it just wasn't right. And I'm not going to say I was raised that way, but certain things in my environment growing up kind of pushed me to that direction, if I can say that. But life humbled me in a big way. So again, be humble or life will do it for you. Positivity. No matter what is going on in your life, you have to stay positive. If you let those negative thoughts get into your head, you will get into a downward spiral, and it's hard to come back from that. And as positive as I like to think that I am, or know that I am, I still get negative thoughts. And a couple of weeks ago, one night I just could not sleep, and I was held down with so much depression and negative thoughts that I just cried for hours, screaming. And I'm sure my neighbors was like, what is going on over there? But it's just one of those things where I just had to release. And once I released, I was able to calm down, and I didn't get any sleep that night, but I was able to calm down and replace those negative thoughts with some positive ones, because it really crushed me. It really, really did. Being positive and having positive things around you are so critical, guys, to get through so many things like depression. Always thankful. Again, it always comes back to being thankful, and I am always thankful for everything that I have. One of the things I'm guilty of, like I always say, I am a work in progress continuously. I don't think I'm good enough. And I don't think I'm a good enough mom. I don't think my home is good enough. I don't think the home that my cat is in is good enough. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, I should have more than what I have now. But even though I don't have the big house, the fancy car, and all this other things, what I do have is mine, and it's owned, and it's paid for. And I am so very thankful for everything that I have. A roof over my head, I have food to eat, clean water, clothes, entertainment. I have a family that loves me, and I have to remind myself that I am enough. What I'm doing in the journey that I am on is the path that I'm supposed to be on. I am in a state of constant learning and re-educating myself and getting myself to the point of being just a better me every day. And I am always thankful for every lesson that I have learned along the way, no matter how painful it is. So I'm always thankful. This has turned into a much longer video than I anticipated, but sometimes you get me talking on these topics and I just can't stop. So this one here is you are a vegetarian. You guys know that I've mentioned in a past video that this is a goal of mine, to be a vegetarian, and I am truly working on that. And you have to say things in the present tense. You are a vegetarian. And this is a reminder, if I'm ordering food or just putting together my grocery list, you are a vegetarian and I need to act accordingly. Slowly but surely take out, meat-based products and replace them with substitutes. And we have enough substitutes in this world to make up any meat-based dish that you can think of. Lasagna, spaghetti, tuna, tacos, anything. I mean, there's enough options out there where you can, every meal that you like, chicken sandwiches, that spicy chicken sandwich, whatever. Any meal that you want, there's a vegetarian substitute. You just have to educate yourself and learn how to make it and incorporate it into your everyday life. Again, with another thank you, I'm constantly being thankful. Take your time. And this was for when I started my new position, and I am such a perfectionist that I want to do everything and know everything like right now. So I had to take my time because I was making some mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes. But I am so hard on myself when I make those mistakes or those mistakes are brought to my attention. I'm so hard on myself, and I had to remind myself to take your time. It's okay. You're in a learning curve. Take your time. If you rush through it and try to just get through it to get praise or have people say, wow, she just started and she got the hang of it so quick, you're going to always mess up and fail yourself, and then being mad and upset and hard on yourself for messing up. And this goes back to me being young and being a people pleaser and wanting to have praise for me being the good girl. And that's a whole nother story. But take your time. If you're new to something, take your time. If you're trying to accomplish something in your life, don't rush through it. And that goes with, getting over bad breakups, marriages, just, dealing with certain people and certain circumstances. Everything takes time. As they say, time heals all wounds. Take your time and you will get there. Get those negative thoughts out of your head. Again, this goes to, sometimes those thoughts pop into your head, and I had to constantly remind myself to get those thoughts out of your head. Get those negative thoughts out of your head. I'm not saying ignore them. Yes, acknowledge the negative thought. Try to process where it comes from and then move on. Try to replace it. Don't try. Replace it with a more positive thought. One positive thought is more powerful than any negative thought that you can possibly have. And being positive gets you one step closer to manifesting the things that you really want in your life. Today is a great day. I say this every day. Today is a great day. Sometimes you know, like I said, because you have certain people around you that may be negative, and negative energy can jump off one person and onto you if you let it. You know, it's the energy in the atmosphere. And I have, you know, to remind myself that today is going to be a great day. And once I say that, my day usually turns out to be a pretty great day. I've noticed that a lot of things that irritate a lot of other people or upset a lot of other people, it don't upset me. I truly let a lot of things roll off of my back. I used to do that, let a lot of things roll off of my back, but I wasn't, gosh, what am I trying to say? I have it right here on the tip of my tongue. I used to ignore things that upset me, and that's not the way to do it. Yes, you move on from the negative thought, but you have to process it too. Where's that negative thought coming from? Because if you don't process it or address it, excuse me, guys, I'll have to get me some tea in a minute. If you don't address or try to figure out where that negative thought is coming from, it's going to always come back. So I figure out or try to process the negative thought, and then I move on, and then I just, today is going to be a great day, and that's just how I try to live my life every day. Now, before I get to my last little post-it that's off to the left here, I'm going to show you another sign that I keep, that I look at constantly. And excuse me, this is my little pen holder. But this is something else here. It says, today I will not worry about the things I cannot control. And this is a big one for me. Sometimes you think about things that you have no control over. You right now, today, in the present moment, you cannot do anything about it. You have to, just move past that. You cannot constantly hold on to things or try to fix things that are out of your control. I mean, you can't control what the weather is going to be. If it's going to be rainy, gloomy, or what have you, but you can, stay positive and be thankful for what you have. Being able to wake up to see another day, because so many people who don't wake up to see another day, or a family member of theirs hasn't, been fortunate enough to be blessed with another day. So today I will not worry about the things that I cannot control. So this is my last post-it. You got this, bitch. And this kind of is like the icing on the cake. Once I kind of go through all of my little post-its and, my positive affirmations, this is it. You got this, bitch. Now go do it. Take on the day. So, that's all I have. I have many more positive affirmations that I use, but these are some of the ones that really get me going. And as I think of them, I write them down and I stick them somewhere, and it really, really helps. So on that note, I hope you guys, like I said, I hope this helps. And I hope this, can get you through a difficult work week or just a difficult day. You trying to focus and you can't focus. Just take time for self, and, just, blast your soul and your spirit with some positive affirmation. So thank you for sticking with this strange video to the end. So until next time, guys, be blessed.